Hi, good afternoon. My name is Father Rayappa. I am from a village called Ekattupadi near Vellore, South India. Today, my topic is wilderness. The wilderness is a place where the first human beings evolved. That is what the Bible says. The Garden of Eden was a wilderness where God was there. So that makes God also wilderness incarnate. So that's why we find God in mountains, we find him in desert, we find him in ocean, we find him in atoms, we find him everywhere. Mm. So God is the wilderness incarnate. So the same genes we have here also, wilderness incarnate. So with every creature, every organism on earth, the wilderness gave birth to all of us. Yeah, there is a nice quote I want to read from the President of United States, Lyndon B. Johnson, one who was president in 1960s, in which he says, wilderness is the masterpiece. It is God's masterpiece. Before the ascent of man, the whole planet was wilderness. But after the ascent of man, everything changed. The wilderness has been destroyed. God's creation is destroyed. We have declared a war on creation. The war on land and war on water, war on air, war on all life on earth. So it is sad to see the wilderness has disappeared. When wilderness disappears, God, the wilderness incarnate, he is disappearing. It is like spitting on the face of God. I'm sorry to say that. That is what we have done. So I think our responsibility is now greater than ever. You know why? Because the future generations, are they going to see that pristine, raw wilderness? Or are we going to get through it all? I'm going to destroy everything. Then how can our future generation get a glimpse of what God has made? The wilderness. So I think our responsibility is great than ever today because we need to protect some part of nature, which is called wilderness, where man has never set his foot before. Those kind of pristine land surfaces we need to protect for the future generation, in order to, for them to understand how great God is, how intelligent, how sovereign, how magnanimous God is all about. So that is our responsibility. Those who believe in God, especially church in Christianity, we need to protect. We shouldn't put so many cathedrals and schools and presbyteries and houses, parking lots, amusement parks. No, we need to set apart, segregati Christi, for the sake of God, separate some land and keep it intact for the future generations. In politics, it's happening, and they create national parks and biodiversity hotspots, heritage parks. So, a lot of activity going on in politics, but in religion, mostly we are destroying wilderness again and again and again for new churches and new roads and new parking lots. The part of creation is being destroyed. So anyway, Lyndon Johnson, I'm going to give a quote, and Lyndon Baines Johnson, his name, often referred to as LBJ, Lyndon Johnson, was an American politician who served as the 36th President of the United States from 1963 to 1969, assuming the office after serving as the 37th Vice President of the United States under President John F. Kennedy from 1961 to 1963. Johnson was a Democrat from Texas. So actually, he did a very good job when President Kennedy was shot dead. Lyndon Johnson took a huge responsibility of solving all those problems. So here is the quote for you, what Lyndon B. Johnson was writing. So I'm going to read it for you. Lyndon B. Johnson wrote as follows, I quote, "If future generations are to remember us with gratitude rather than contempt, we must leave them more than the miracles of technology. We must leave them a glimpse of the world as it was in the beginning, not just after we got through with it." Such a beautiful. Our technology, who wants? Computers, cars, airplanes. But leave Mount Himalayas, Amazon rainforest, Western Ghats, Sahara Desert, all these places, leave them for the future generations. All the ecosystems like biomes, taiga, tundra, boreal forest, rainforest, chaparral, savanna, all these wildernesses, we have the responsibility to save them and preserve them for the sake of future generations. What is all about wilderness? Why people are crazy in love with the wilderness? One of the distinctive features of the wilderness is its complexity and never-ending cycles in plants and fishes and mammals. The balance of nature is all around us. The call to a place that is so different from our own artificial environments. So depressing buildings we have built with precision, with our atheistic senses, with measurements. So all depressive uniformity. But the call to wilderness, a place that is both inviting and imposing, secluded and yet revealing. And to those who respond, the invitation is to see as we never seen before. To look and then to look again. Keep on looking until something becomes clear. Until the whole and the parts come into focus. Here everything works together in wonder. The changing moods are more than inspirational. They are spiritual. But only for those who have eyes to see, for those who want to see, for them the wild speaks. It speaks volumes about itself, about ourselves, and about the wonder of creation. Have a good experience with the wilderness. Thank you. Bye.